I'll never cut my hair again. Not with them clippers. The ball like shit. Yeah. I gotta get the weed, y'all. Hold on. Good morning, everybody. First, right, I had a question for a person earlier, right? Because I always tell people the same thing over and over again. Like, and this has been an argument since I've been home, period. You know what I'm saying? I tell everybody, all my business ideas have came from kids that are 17 years old and less. I be telling people like, yo, our kids are smarter than us. People always argue with me like, Dave, what are you talking about, Dave? What are you talking about? Our kids are smarter than us. For the simple fact that they utilize the access of the internet. They don't have to sit around and just, if they want to ask a question, they just get on here and surf. And they just don't ask one question, they ask a bunch of them. It's like me, I gather the same information that you got all at our fingertips. We all have the internet. I just know how to use my information a little bit different than you do. I absorb the information, and I apply the information I absorb. It's almost like you gotta bet on yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, who else is gonna believe in you? A lot of times people don't believe in themselves. This is how you know the kids are smarter than adults now. Go and ask your kids who's gaming with Kev. Or do you know who gaming with Kev is? If you don't know who the fuck gaming with Kev is, then your kids are definitely smarter than you. But I'm gonna show you something. It's this little boy. He retired his mom. He was 13. Yeah, he retired his mom. That's why I said, what's a good retirement age? Who told us we had to retire when we were 65? I said, what the fuck? Niggas don't even be living that long. So when I'm 65, I'm supposed to go chill on a beach somewhere. That's creepy as fuck. I'm like grandpa age and shit. At least 10 more years from now, at least I'm still fucking young. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, if that was based on, maybe those numbers are based on a formula. If you work a job with a like mediocre salary, you be able to put the money over here, and it compile itself over, because it's not gonna gain that much interest. I don't give a fuck. That's what a lot of people don't realize. No matter where you put your money at, that's why they want you to put your money in the bank. Because just like me telling you, I'd be like, shit, give me your money. And then I put a clause on it. If you come get it all right now, I'm gonna penalize you. Or you can't come and get it all in the same day. So damn right, give me your money then. I'm gonna spend your money just like the bank would. I'm gonna loan it out to people that I trust. They're gonna pay me back with an interest. When you wanna come get your money's insured because it's with me. Because banks don't have money. That's common sense 101. But it's like this little boy, he retired his mom. He was 14. He retired his own mom. I want you to pay attention to his whole formula. This is why I say kids are smarter than adults. Then people be like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to build up. Listen, my nigga, a kid did this. So don't say I got to take money. If you don't believe me, go on the internet. Don't cost a lot to get a business license. Because either way, you're going to pay Uncle Sam that 40%. Whether you make the dollars or the pennies on the dollar, you're going to pay him. So, okay. It's like somebody said, like, passive income. What is passive income? Passive income is almost like a flow. It's like I woke up just getting money. That's passive income. It's like no matter what, I got flow over here. Like, what is a stock? It's marijuana. This is a stock. Because I could take this blunt apart and liquidate it. The marijuana goes somewhere, the blunt goes somewhere. Or I can have somebody put in on this. Those are the shares. The shareholders, yeah. But anyway, let me show you the kid though. It's really funny. Let me show you. He said he had $178.
He writes.
Hold on. I watch people that look just like us, y'all. They be getting money. He's 14.
Smart though, right? So if you're on Instagram, you probably seen him, and all the celebrities are wearing it, and you're doing your thing. But it's only been around for a short period of time. And you're young, you're 14 years old, right? So you started this when you was 12, right?
12 January 2018. I started with my birthday money, $178. Got my first 16 T-shirts. Sold out that week. Then I was able to reinvest, double up, 32 T-shirts. Just from there, we just kept growing, kept on going.
Turned to a 4-4. So
Yeah, boy, doubled up quick, right?
So, but what made you even want to start a clothes? Because like at 12 years old, most kids is thinking about video games, or they thinking about sports, or they're thinking about, stuff that they're not thinking about business, let alone starting a business themselves. Where does that come from? Like, what gave you the idea that I want to be an entrepreneur?
So I didn't even know what entrepreneur at the time. But so it was two things. So clothing really because my mom, she's a seamstress, and then coming from a household church every Sunday, and I'm getting like really dressed up, suit ties, everything. So like you can't come out the house looking a mess in my household. You gotta like be right, sneaks. And then business because I wanted to show the youth like, look, you could.
He came outside and started his own clothing line based on probably sarcasm. His mom made him get dressed for church every Sunday, and he probably like, yo, these clothes make me look goofy as hell. When I get some money, I'm going to make my own clothes, and I'm going to have everybody wear my clothes. Now, he lived in a household with a whole adult, right? She can get the same information he get, right? And she gave him that information probably because she does clothing. But he thought about it on a whole bigger scale. I know somebody that's a seamstress, my mom. I got some money. I'm going to get these shirts. We're going to put them out there. But not only did he take his money, right? He didn't never say he put some money in a kitty. People always talking about putting some money away to the side. When you put money away to the side, what is it doing? It's just there on the side. Even if you put it in a bank. Listen, you would have to live so many years for to gain interest, whereas you'd be like, man, I made some money off the bank. Okay? Like straight up. So he didn't put no money to the side. He took his $178 and he seen his first money. He didn't go ball like a dog either. He went back in like a true gambler would. Just like you shooting dice. I came in with $20. I'm up $4,000 right now. It's nothing to bet my whole hand and walk back out with $20. Cause started, I'm not losing anything. That's how this formula is for how I thought. Number one, his mom was right there, but she never seen the bigger picture. He knew it was the demand for clothes, because he had to wear them, every Sunday. So he seen other people. And he was like, man, what if I could have a concept, and I have my own money, so I could buy my own clothes, so that maybe my mom ain't stitching and making my clothes every Sunday for church. But he bet on himself first, and he retired his mom. I'm kind of jealous of him. I didn't retire my mom when she was 14. And when I was 14, I didn't do that. So what I say, he's a very intelligent young man. This is what I always ask people, like, is it wrong for you to be your own boss? What? Is it okay for you to have somebody at the drop of a dime just be like, yo, you're terminated, you're no longer needed? Or you make your feeling you're needed when the time bees, but you get licensed up. Just like anybody else would, and it doesn't really cost any money. At one point in time, right, when I was very young, my only vision was for real was like having a car and a house and like money in the bank, like finance. I never thought about like the bigger picture, like actually having wealth, because nobody taught me about this. Nobody never taught me like, yo, no matter what, this man is going to want 40% of your income. You can make your own vision and you can pay him the 40%. Or you can work off somebody else's vision, get paid pennies like a slave, and still have to get 40%. I chose to opt out to make my own vision because at the end of the day, if you know simple math, you can make them dollars scratch, right? This is free game. If you know simple math, because anybody can get $1, but to maintain it and to establish something. Because then I was like, imagine if I work for a company, only thing I could do is make a reference for my kids off of my work performance, you know what I'm saying, off of my name working for that company. But if I make my own company, my kids can make their own businesses within my company. We only gonna follow what we see. Like I said before, I said if I posted, I completed a class, I would have got 1,000,000 congratulations a lot of times. But if you show somebody, or if you tell somebody that you're going for a job interview, you know how many people I see post on Facebook about going for a job interview, and they're not going nowhere but to get a job at Amex. They be like, wish me luck on this interview. You ain't going nowhere but to work at Amex, dog. They don't even do your analysis there. So why are you even tripping? Talking about wish you luck. So I be so mad a lot of times, like, yo, you get an actual business license for certain things. And then you be like, this is what I'm doing. Nobody congratulates that. Because sometimes in life, people will silently try to tell you what you deserve. But at the end of the day, they don't work hard for it. You have to work hard for it. So you have to bet on yourself. It doesn't matter what you go to do. No matter what you go to do, somebody already established themselves in that field. So naturally, people going to be like, you piggyback somebody else's idea, or they're going to sideline hate and troll you, or they're going to try to copycat it. But it's nothing wrong with friendly competition. Because a lot of people enter a race, but there's only one winner. The person that focuses on their lane, that's the winner. They're not focused on how fast the person is running on the sides of them. Could I mean they're not running? Yeah. I don't know everything. I know enough. That's how I say a lot of times. I'll be like, I know enough because every day I learn something from somebody. Because I'll be like this. I'll be like, yo, I make content and put it on the internet, right? Once I get my subscribers up, I said if they pay you and you put content out there, the only thing you were doing was talking or demonstrating something. If it flop, it doesn't matter. What did you pay? Only thing you did was take your time, record something, and upload it. If it flop, I come right back and do another one. It was free. It's not like I went inside of a studio and thought this shit up for hours. No. And eventually they gonna lock us back into the house anyway, and people gonna be begging to see something different. Are you fucking serious? I'm glad I put my thinking cap on.